I thought I told that thing to be quiet, but there it is. 8 o'clock, though. 8 o'clock. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for January 10th. January 10th is, of course, the 10th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 355 days remaining to the end of the year, most years, or 356 if it happens to be a leap year, as 2024 happens to be. Today's word is deploy. Deploy is a verb that originated, at least in English, as a military word. It means to extend, to spread out, to utilize or arrange for a deliberate purpose, as in to deploy a parachute or deploy a sales force. The word deploy comes to us from French, Old French before that, ultimately from Latin, with a pretty consistent meaning of unroll, unfold, or even scatter. First known use of the word deploy is 1786. Deploy. And remember, if you have a word you'd like to see in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. And with that, a few days ago, January 7th, in the year 49 BC, the Roman Senate had declared that Julius Caesar would be declared a public enemy unless he disbanded his army. He didn't. Instead, that declaration signaled to Caesar's supporters to go support him. And on January 10th, in the year 49 BC, Caesar and his forces crossed the Rubicon, which was at that time the northernmost border of Italy, entering Italy from Gaul, heading for Rome. A civil war followed, and Caesar's victory ensured that he would not be punished for this defiance. And so the Roman Empire began its transition from a republic, being ruled by the Senate, to an empire with an emperor. The thing about that is that an empire can really benefit if it has a good emperor. The other side of that coin is that a bad emperor, or a series of bad emperors, like they would later experience with Nero, Caligula, and the first 3 emperors in the year of 4 emperors, can be devastating to an empire in so many ways. But that all started with the crossing of the Rubicon. Speaking of defiant individuals whose actions changed history, we've mentioned Thomas Paine before in his writings. He was an English-born American founding father, and he inspired the patriots of 1776 with his writings. He had come to America 2 years earlier, just before the battles of Lexington and Concord, while Britain and the colonies were still at odds and had been so for a while. The full idea of actual full-blown independence had not yet been fully entertained. Thomas Paine found that the people in the American colonies seemed to have some sort of mindless loyalty to Britain, even though they were being so badly put upon, to the point that he surmised that the people could have been led by a thread and governed by a reed. On January 10th, 1776, he published anonymously a 47-page pamphlet called Common Sense. The gist of it was a serious look at the question, what does the ideal government look like? And a persuasive argument to leave England's monarchic model of government in favor of a republic directly elected by the people. This little pamphlet was wildly popular. It's estimated that it sold around 500,000 copies in the first year. Common Sense by Thomas Paine. This Um, I mistyped something here, but today we're going to talk about David Robert Jones. He was born January 8th, 1947. We know him by his professional name, David Bowie. This English singer, songwriter, and actor is regarded as one of the most influential musicians of the 20th century. From his flamboyant, androgynous alter ego Ziggy Stardust to the Goblin King of Labyrinth, he has many fans. Sadly, David Bowie passed away on January 10th, 2016, just 2 days after his 69th birthday. Now we'll ease on into today's song directly, but first, if you'd like to see what I talked about for January 10th or how I covered material in previous episodes, I'll leave a link to one of those. I think there's already a link in the description in case you want to check one of those out. Wow. Under Pressure was written by Roger Taylor, Freddie Mercury, David Bowie, John Deacon, and Brian May, and recorded in studio in the summer of 1981, released as a single in the fall of that year. Under Pressure was played live at every Queen concert from its release in 1981 until 1986 when Queen stopped touring. Under Pressure has been covered by other bands, featured in movies, and sampled in works by other artists. It's often called one of the best songs by David Bowie and Queen, and is considered one of the best songs of all time. Interestingly, the music video does not include either Queen or David Bowie, as they each had scheduling conflicts. So the video had to be done before they were going to be available. That said, I think the music video for Under Pressure amazingly depicts the concept, and indeed it is counted among the 100 greatest music videos of all time. Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie, link in the description. Yeah, we're fixing to get us some single digits over here in Fort Worth, I believe. All of y'all stay warm too. Thanks. You have a good day also. Hey, Ginger. Glad y'all are here. Yep, I think we're fixing to roll on into actual winter across a good part of the country. So everybody stay warm. If it's raining and flooding where you are, stay dry. And thank you all so much for tuning in. Y'all have a wonderful day. I've got a great word for tomorrow from one of my Odyssey viewers. And so that'll be interesting and fun. And y'all have a great day. Oh, looky here. Oh, holy cow. 28 degrees over in Louisiana. Yikes. All righty. Well, I have located the thank you very much button. Y'all have a beautiful day.